Hello, welcome back to another video, and we're looking at some retro stuff again. I know I've done a vlog for a little while. Well, it's been the summer, but there's not an awful lot going on. But I do lots of gameplay videos, so do check them out, including lots of ZX Spectrum stuff. But we have a new handheld to put in your hand and play with till the cows come home, and it's the ZX Spectrum, just called the Spectrum. Why is it not the ZX Spectrum? I don't know. Could they not get the rights to use a full name? And it just feels a little bit close to someone saying on the spectrum, and yeah, it just doesn't seem to kind of work as a thing, as a title. But anyways, it's also from Retro Games, the people who brought out the Atari 400 Mini, and the guy Paul Andrews. He's an absolute I made a video a while back about that, and about him, and about them, and yeah, I'll put a link in the video description if I remember, and you can have a look on there. But now they turn their attention to the ZX Spectrum, and as it had 48K in it, even though I think 41 was usable. So the Commodore 64 was a 64K, but as I understand it, it had 39K usable, even though some of the graphics look better and the sound look better. But anyway, so yeah, 48K, 48 games included. I'll go through the list in a bit. I'll put up some pictures as we go, and also some gameplay of probably the only game out of the lot that I can see that I've actually completed, and probably certainly one of the best games of all time, that's for sure. Yeah, I'll go through the list in a bit. But looking at the sort of front of it, yeah, it does look like a ZX Spectrum. Why is it the Spectrum? Oh, God knows, I don't know. But on the plus side, there's a whole load of USB ports on the back. So can you plug in, if you really want to use, I suppose you could plug in a USB keyboard if you want to play Daley Thompson's Decathlon without breaking your rubber keys, because that was just an absolute, it wasn't fun to try and complete that. I certainly couldn't try and do the 1500 meters while playing that thing with rubber keys. It was absolute, a bit of a nightmare. But let's get the. I'm not sure we've got actually a date when it's due to be out. I can't even find it on their own website. I've just found bits of news on the internet. But yes, apparently expected to retail for €99 or $130. So maybe we'll get it for 90 quid. Not quite sure what the pound to euro ratio is at the moment. I'll go through the list of the games, all 48 of them. I don't know them all off the top of my head. So I'm going to waste time, spend time just digging out gameplay of every single one. That'll just take forever in a day. Alien Girl Skirmish Edition is the first one. That one's completely over me. Ant Attack, that was good fun, but I always got eaten by the ants. Army Moves, a platformer. Alpha Day Monty, the Monty Ball games are always great. Avalon, one of those weird games where you just sort of float around as a, not Alchemist, but Alchemist was a game, but as some sort of thing, and like a wizard, and I never really got very far with that kind of thing. Bobby Bearing, just bouncing around as a ball. Cosmic Payback, I think that came out fairly recently, as far as I'm aware. I seem to remember it was very, very good. Devil 2 ZX, played that as well. But Exelon, I think was that a shoot 'em up. Fairlight, that was always a superb game. But it's another one of those games I could just never really get very far with. Firelord, Football Manager 2, Freddie Hardis, I don't understand. But I don't remember it. Head Over Heels, that was quite fun. John Rittman, he turned into a bit of a knob later on. Highway Encounter, one of those 3D games that I thought, looks cool, and I always died within about 5 seconds. The Hobbit, great stuff, but I always got lost in the desert. Horace Goes Skiing. Was that the one that Paul Andrews stopped from? He was trying to get trying to claim the rights to Horace. Was that him? Was that somebody else? Was that the Elite guy? I've lost track. I've had a sleep since then. Jack the Nipper. I think that's just one of those games where you run around the house collecting stuff, and I would never get around to completing it. Not in 3D with a K. Not as in tying a knot. I seem to remember that off the top of my head. Bit weird. The Lords of Midnight, definitely one of those games where I would try playing it and then yeah, not getting very far. Manic Miner, great stuff. Match Day 2, John Rittman again, no thanks. Movie, another of those games where I think, oh, I'll really get stuck into this and I'll give up after 5 minutes. Nose of Yes, a platformer, just jumping around, great stuff. Penetrator, shoot 'em up. Fantis, aka Game Over 2. Yeah, I remember the Game Over games, they were good fun. Phoenix, but Pheeenix. Pyrrhus, Quasatron, oh, played Quasatron till the cows come home. Robin of the Wood, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. Saboteur Remastered, yeah, I remember Saboteur, I don't think I played the remastered one. Shovel Adventure, shit, I bought that for the next and I don't think I've got around to playing it. I need to get on with that. I need to dig out my next again, not played with that in ages. School Days, all-time classic. Snake Escape, don't know that one. Spellbound, Starquake, shoot 'em up, also running around screens shooting stuff. Star Strike 2, is that similar? El Stompo, I don't know that one. Stonkers, I know that was tanks. Target Renegade, yeah, just running up to people and just kicking them in the balls. TCQ, can't remember that one off the top of my head. Technician Ted, the Mega Mix, I do remember going down to Boots in the 80s on the 192. On a Saturday morning, spending my £5.95 in Boots and getting a tape of Technician Ted before coming home. Buying it from the pencil moustache aerosol who who works behind the counter at Boots in Stockport. And yeah, if you ever had a problem with the game and you take it back, he will happily play it, make sure it works on his machine in store, and then tell you to get stuffed if you want a refund. Tenebra, yeah, I played that recently. That's a new one. That was quite good fun. Trash Man, yeah, I remember that. Take out the trash, like retro games. Limited. The Way of the Exploding Fist, all-time classic. Wheelie, that was good fun. Where Time Stood Still, and so that's like. Did I mention The Great Escape before? Great Escape and Where Time Stood Still, sort of isometric 3D games where you would just sort of run around, well, just sort of walk around slowly and just pick up bits and try and get out, and I would never complete either of them, quite frankly. I remember when Time Stood Still had 128k version. I didn't have 120k Spectre at the time, but whether that's the one we get on this, I don't know. But so there we go. So it says, yeah, so you can, as it says with the back of the unit, there'll be 4 USB sockets, an HDMI output, and you have to supply your own USB-C power cable. So they can't seem to be asked to put that in. Paul Andrews, what a wanker. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all the notifications, and Kew Gardens. Ha ha ha.